All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakodash. The honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutations, hopefully out there pushing the word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds. In the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. And what I want to get into today, all right, is the topic of wise rulers. Okay, wise rulers. All right. Because what we have to understand is that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, has given the earth into the hand of the wicked, which is Esau Edom. Okay. And he put his sons, okay, and daughters, okay, but speaking to the sons as far as wise rulers, he put his sons in captivity under this wicked rulership, okay, and this was a punishment, all right, and also a chastisement, okay, but like the scriptures say, whom the Lord chasteneth, he loveth, so this chastening was for us to become wise rulers by seeing how not to be. Esau's Edom rulership represents everything that we shouldn't be. Okay? When you look at the current rulership of the earth and how, things are being ran, look at this. Look at when you look at the current rulership of the earth and how things are being ran, all right, the standard of the earth, the cultural norms of this society, okay, this was an example of everything not to be. Esau rulership represents everything not to be, okay. So just as he gave the earth into the hand of the wicked, now he's getting ready to give the earth into the hand of the righteous, which are his sons, okay. And I want to go into Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, because this would inspire the lesson, as I was reading, Wisdom of Solomon this morning. The Spirit had me to read that. But let's start. Let's see. Let's start here. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 7. It said, "Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called upon the Most High, and the spirit of wisdom came to me." All right, and this is King Solomon speaking. All right, the book of Wisdom of Solomon. And you have to remember in Kings, the 3rd chapter, as he was on, the high hill, because this was before the temple was built, so he worshiped, how people worship on those high hills, what would be likened to the mounds. And the Most High came to him and he asked him, what did he want? And King Solomon made the request for wisdom. All right. And why did he request wisdom? Was to what? To judge righteously amongst his people. Okay. King Solomon asked for wisdom to be a righteous judge. Okay. And that was pleasing unto the Most High. Okay. Because he could have asked for anything. And the Most High said, because you didn't ask for the neck of your enemies, you didn't ask for wealth, okay? You didn't ask for material things. I'm going to give you wisdom, and all those things you didn't ask for, I'm going to give you that too in abundance. You're going to be the wisest, wealthiest king to ever live, okay? So King Solomon, all right, was a prelude of the rulership of Yahushua, okay? Just found the dollar. Everything count, goddamn. Hey, but and then the dollar finna crash, cause at the end of this, all right, cause you go Now there's a spirit, you go to the back of the dollar, all right? You know, Nuit Coeptis, Novus Ordo Seclorum, okay? And the real New World Order gonna be our New World Order, because that Novus Ordo Seclorum in the Latin goes back to New World Order, okay? Which, hey, the real New World Order is gonna be the New World Order under wise rulers, okay? Because Esau done had, okay, his world order. He done had his rulership. The earth was given into his hand, But going back into King Solomon, he was uh, blessed, with that wisdom. And then not only was he given the wisdom, he was given those material things. But see, King Solomon, he wasn't perfected. You see, Yahweh Shai, he's perfected, and we're going through our phase of becoming perfected, because King Solomon, tempered into, the left hand, and, we fell, So when he went away from the wisdom of the Most High and tapped into the wisdom of the left hand side, all right, we lost the kingdom. The sons of God fell again, all right, but Yahweh Shai came, and cleaned it up, for his mistakes in the past and for our mistakes, okay, our sin, all right, and he created this grace period for his brethren to learn wisdom and obedience. That's why Yahweh Shai came and he tapped into obedience, Yeah, I picked up that dollar, so y'all ain't gotta send y'all blank check this month. We good. Everything is covered. But let's go back to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 7 says, "Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called upon the Most High, and the spirit of wisdom came to me." Okay, keep going. That's a lot. So verse 8, it says, "I prefer her before scepters and thrones, and esteem riches nothing in comparison to her. Neither compare I, all right, neither compare I unto her any precious stone, because all gold in respect, okay, all gold in respect to her is as little sand, and silver shall be counted as clay before her." Okay, so King Solomon, he had the perspective that, look, wisdom is above riches. Okay, wisdom is above wealth, because wisdom with a little, okay, it can lead to peace, okay, but no wisdom with abundance, okay, can lead to wisdom with abundance, okay. No wisdom with abundance can lead to what we have today, because Esau Edom doesn't rule in wisdom, and he has abundance, okay. And you see the chaos and the violence and the the culture of death, okay, that we exist under today, okay. So King Solomon understood that wisdom had more value than actual wealth, okay, because whenever, think about it. If you needed, if you needed to, let's say you had a car problem, okay, you had a car problem, and you need your car fixed, to get back and forth to work. You had, your first day of work, you ain't had a job in, let's say, 6 months. All right, so you got a decent job and you having car problems. So What would be more valuable? Okay, Chris Brown coming to see you, or a mechanic? Okay, now Chris Brown has wealth. You know, he's talented, can dance, and you know, uh, 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 you see, to this world, you see, he's an icon. Okay, and this, according to this society, has a lot of value. So, what would be more important, Chris Brown coming to visit you, or a mechanic? Okay, and why would the mechanic be more valuable than Chris Brown in that situation? It's because of the wisdom he has. Okay, so King Solomon understood the value of true wisdom, and we talking about the wisdom of the Most High. Okay, and King Solomon understood that, so he esteemed wisdom above wealth. Okay, and as you keep reading, you're going to see that there's an order. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 8, it said, I prefer her before scepters and thrones, and esteem riches nothing in comparison to her, neither compare I unto her any precious stones, because all gold in respect of her is as little sand, and silver shall be counted as clay before her. I loved her above health and beauty, and chose to have her instead of light, for the light that cometh from her never goeth out. Okay, because wisdom is immortal. The wisdom of the Most High is for immortality, man. Like when you go into the laws were for immortal people. Okay, like the laws was to rule the earth eternally. That's why we're going to rule the earth by the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, because those laws are meant to maintain the earth eternally. You see, because you gotta think everything was created to be immortal. Okay, like now, we in this part, but everything die off in the spring, but it always comes back. Okay, everything always resurrects. So when you go into it, the earth was made, okay, to be immortal. All right, so it would need instructions. It would need immortal or eternal instructions. Okay, so this wisdom never gets old. All right, the wisdom of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, it never gets old, and it always works. And and one thing that we see now is that when you look at what 2024, and you look at how the earth is being ran, you look at the results of operating outside their wisdom, and what's the only thing that can fix the problems of the earth? Okay, first there has to be judgment, because even the people that, Yahweh Shai, when he comes back, Jacob's trouble leading up to Yahweh Shai, all the people that's going to be put to death are going to be put to death according to the law. That's why scriptures say no idolatrous, no effeminate, no liar, okay, no murderer. All those people are going to be put to death. Okay, and that's why the elect, the only reason, we're going to, Lord willing, we'll their number. The reason we'll make it is because we're pardoned by the blood of Yahushua. And then we began to what? Cleanse our ways. You see? But when you go into it, the first part of cleaning up the earth is going to be to judge the earth according to the law. Okay? The nuclear destruction. The reason why America destruction, okay, is so extreme, because America is so extreme in wickedness. Okay? Just like Sodom and Gomorrah, just like the pre-flood era. So the judgment is so extreme because the sin is so extreme. You see? So phase one of cleaning up the earth is judging according to the law. Yahweh Shai is coming back, as we spoke about, me and the brother spoke yesterday about Yahweh Shai, cleaning up the earth. bringing back paradise to the earth. Well, before you bring in paradise, you gotta get rid of the filth. All right, Yahweh Shai is coming to take out the trash as well. Okay, as the scriptures say, and if a brother can post that in Matthew 13 and 41. Yep, if a brother can post that, book of Matthew chapter 13 verse 41. Okay. So what Yahweh Shai is coming to do, he's coming to take out the trash, you know? Because even when you go, which, Lord, well, I could do a lesson on that, you know? When you go into Gehenna, that word for hell, one of the words for hell in the Greek, all right, Gehenna, and Gehenna, and it's a place, you know, in ancient Israel where, you know, they would do children sacrifice and fire, and they would burn trash, you know, so it was always fire going, okay? And that's just symbolic of the nuclear destruction, because Yahweh Shai, he's coming, all right? He's the one bringing the nuclear destruction. He's the one coordinating these things, man, okay? Because he's finna implement wisdom in the earth, all right? He's coming to establish a wise rulership, okay? So he's, the first stage, all right, is what? Is judgment according to the law. And in that judgment, a lot of people, okay, are going to be deleted. This is GMS Pray Always Hope for Elect. All right, the brother Corner Waf. This is Matthew 13:41. Oh, and it reads, the Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity. Okay? So, just as I don't know if y'all brothers seen, I know some of y'all younger brothers and sisters probably ain't familiar with that movie, Lean on Me. Okay? But you remember, what's the first thing Joe Clark did before he started to, all right, rehabilitate, all right, that school, Eastside High. All right? He got rid of all them niggas. Okay? He got rid of all them niggas. That was phase one. Then he was able to rehabilitate, all right, that school. Okay? Then he was able to create an environment for productivity. Okay? He had to get rid of the filth, the trash. Okay? So when Yahweh Shai comes back, one of his first all right, one of his first acts, okay, as a wise ruler, is going to be to remove the trash. Okay? So that's wisdom. Okay? To remove filth. You go into the law, it was all about removing unproductivity, removing anything that was counterproductive to life. Okay? That's why you had Leviticus 20 and 13. Okay? The law of the slothful son. Okay? The judgment for adultery. Okay? You had those things, all right, based on, you had those things set up, okay, to get rid of filth. And that's wise. Okay? I say, would you hoard up trash in the house? Okay, no, you get rid of it immediately. You know, as soon as you're done, you know, if you eat on a paper plate, as soon as you're done with it, you throw it away. A plastic cup, okay, or anything, you know, you buy a new TV, you take the box, okay, do what? You get rid of the trash immediately. Okay? Well, that's how the law was set up, and that's part of being a wise ruler, you know? That's how we're going to judge in the kingdom, you know? We're not going to let, you know, things fester. America is an example of letting filth, you know, just fester in the earth. Okay? If a brother can get that in, what's that in, Uh, the book of Psalm, chapter 12, I want to say verse 8, how to, how to vow, walk on every side, you know, because this is what we see now, all right? But now, man, the Lord, is raising up his men, okay, to be wise rulers, okay? So, just as it said in Wisdom of Solomon, he understood that wisdom came before those things, all right? Matter of fact, let me read on down some more in it. Let's see. Go back to that. Yep, the brother got it. The brother beyond Yasha Psalms 12 and 8. It said the wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. Okay? That's what scripture talk about, how righteous judgment is slack. You see, Esau, he's what you call the hoarder of wickedness. He would be like a house hoarder. He just let wickedness have free range. Matter of fact, he creates laws to protect it. Like he created laws just to protect wickedness, man. Okay? But Yahweh Shai is coming to overturn that. And he's coming to do away with wickedness, man. That's why the slain of the Lord is going to be from one end of the earth to the other. Okay? Because Yahweh Shai, he's coming to judge. Okay? And it's going to be righteous judgment. And it's going to be wise, man. Okay? There's a lot of people that are here that are just awaiting judgment. Okay? Especially here in America, man. You see? A lot of people in America are just walking targets, man. You see? So going back to Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 11, it said, all good things together came to me with her, and innumerable riches in her hand, and I rejoiced in them all, because wisdom goeth before them, and I knew not that she was the mother of them. And mother goes back to the source. Okay? But he said wisdom goeth before them. And he was speaking about the riches that he had, the women that he had, the reputation that he had. Okay? And see, it takes wisdom to really maintain those things. Okay? Like I said, Esau, Edom got riches, but the earth is in self-destruct mode. All right? As the brother, I think the brother put it in there. I seen it earlier. What's that? Wisdom of Solomon. Was Sirach. Let me see. Yep, there you go. It's the brother Yaqub, the hopeful leg 3. It said the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. This is Sirach 19-22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither any time the counsel of sinner prudence. Okay? Because what does Esau do with his wisdom? He destroys. The only thing Esau does with his resources is destroy. This man has turned everything into death. Okay? And this man's rulership, all the resources that the Lord has blessed this man with, and what does he do? He's always at war. Okay? He has injected death into everything. In our kingdom, our wisdom is going to be used for the welfare of the earth. If a brother can put that in Wisdom of Solomon 6-24. Esau's rulership is a liability to the earth. Everybody's on edge. It's always, some war. Everybody's always almost at war. It's always a conflict before the actual war. It's just always some type of chaos. And Esau's rulership, he had utilized his wisdom. Like, look how he's enchanted the people to be so violent against each other. Okay? He has enchanted, this lifestyle, okay? This alternative lifestyle, okay? Where men and women just destroy themselves, man. Okay? Look how this man rules the earth. Okay? Everything he does is a liability to the earth. But he just knows how to dress it up, with pleasure. Okay? With convenience. Okay? And people look at convenience as wisdom, but ultimately if the convenience, okay, destroys you, that's not wisdom. Okay? If the convenience destroys you, that's not wisdom. If it destroys the earth, that's not true wisdom. Okay? And in the kingdom, we gonna have a technology, okay, that doesn't destroy the earth, man. Like, the Lord's gonna give us a wisdom to rule the earth with. Like, we're gonna see the laws are the foundation of the rulership. Okay? But the Lord's gonna have us on the level to where, we're gonna have technology. You see, people don't see a world beyond this. Like, a lot of people don't see a world that's beyond Esau's technology. Okay, that's beyond, they can't see a civilization being more advanced than this. But when you just look at nature in itself, the Lord already has wisdom in everything. In everything. And we could be here for hours just speaking about the wisdom that the Lord has in everything, man. Everything is an example of his wisdom. And what Esau do, he destroys the natural way and he presents a synthetic way, and he's able to present his synthetic way in the form that's more convenient, okay, where you can have pleasure without responsibility, but the long-term effects is always death. Okay, and the generation of people. Okay, but you look at the wisdom in the earth, because everybody now is so big on AI. Everybody worships AI now. But you gotta think about it. AI, they operate off instructions, and this AI, it has the ability to learn, okay, but it still has flaws, you see. But the Most High, his creation, everything that he created, if it's left untempered, it already has its instructions. Like, you watch the old movies, well, especially, like you watch them period pieces, like medieval times, and they have, they would send the raven, which the raven, that's really, they didn't send ravens back then, like that's more, romanticized for the movies. But they did have what you call carrier pigeons. And what people would do, let's say they was on a journey and they was going to a far place and they were going to be there a while, they would take the pigeons that was already, at their home. And what happens is, whenever they wanted to send a message back home, all right, the pigeon already had a way to home itself. So the pigeon would always know how to get back home. So no matter where you went, the pigeon knows how to get home. So they would take those pigeons from home, and when they wanted to send a message back home, they would put a message on their pigeon, and that pigeon already knew how to home itself, and it would find its way home. Okay? So even when you go to GPS and, you go into these things, the Lord already has those things in creation. Esau, he all he does is mimic, okay? All he does is mimic the Most High, okay? And it's a watered down, destructive version of the wisdom that the Most High has, man. Okay? So we really got to understand that Yahweh Bashim Al Shah has a kingdom, all right, that's way beyond, all right, the wisdom of this world, okay? It's way beyond this, man. It's on a whole nother level, all right? Matter of fact, let me get this. And see, we're starting to, because first we had to learn how to govern ourselves, in this truth, man. And then the Lord, he gives us responsibility, whether we, be over, the head of a family, or we have responsibilities within the camp, to where we're, have the responsibilities of other brothers, all right? But it's all a build up to being a wise ruler in the earth. It's all a build up to being a wise ruler in the earth, okay? So, like I said, there's so much to expound on when you speak about, the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. It's very vast, with just the piece of a portion that we have, in this flesh, because the Lord gonna open us up some more. That's another thing to look forward to, is the wisdom that Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is gonna put us on, man. It's gonna be on a whole nother level. You see? So yeah, man, we are on that journey to becoming, wise rulers in the earth, and this is why the Lord, has us separated, and this is why Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, put us under the rulership of the wicked, so we will know how not to be. We know how not to be. You see, and we appreciate, the right way. Okay, we have no more curiosity and wickedness, man. We understand that, hey, the flesh needs to be governed by the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Because there's nothing wrong with pleasure, all right. But there's a wisdom. The spirit has to govern the flesh to really enjoy the pleasures that was created for us to enjoy. Okay, like the strong drink, the wealth, okay, the women, family, rulership. You see, like there's a wisdom that has to come before all those things, man. Okay, to really enjoy those things in its fullest, and to keep those things going perpetually, man. Because I say right now, the earth is in self-destruct mode under this devil. Okay, this the brother Elder Hawad Sirach. This brother GMS North Carolina 777. Elder Hawad Shalom. How about Shemal Shabashim Kakutash Barakatah? Shalom to all you brothers. But yeah, we'll end it, all right, with what the brother got, man. This is Sirach 10:1. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man, all right, is well ordered. And this is what the earth is going to come into, a well ordered government. Okay, right now this is a shit show. On the Esau Edom, this is an absolute shit show, man. Okay, this is the worst the earth has ever been. Okay, but this man has more wealth, okay, and more resources and technology, but the earth is in the worst condition ever, because there's no wisdom of the Most High. Okay, this is verse 2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. And see, we see that on the left hand side now in wickedness, okay, because Esau was a Mo. So you see, all right, that there's a overtone of freakism in the earth. Esau was grimy, so you see there's an overtone of griminess in the earth. Okay, Esau is the violent man, so you see an overtone of violence in the earth. Okay, but in the kingdom, it's going to be a kingdom of true wisdom. Okay, and just as Yahweh Shai, the king, is, so going to be his officers, which is men, his joint rulers, his joint heirs. Okay, and so, as the ruling nation, so are the people. Okay, So the heathens, they're going to learn righteousness, man. It's going to be a standard of righteousness in the earth, man. Okay? That's what we coming into. All right? Uh, this brother GMS North Carolina. Again, 1 Corinthians 14:40. Let all things be done in decency and order. 144. Okay? And the elect, all right, are being raised up under Yahweh to establish eternal order in the earth. Okay? And this is where we at with it, man. So that was the point. Just wanted to go into that. Lord will, you brothers. All right, and you sisters edified. Till next time I say shalom. Kwam Yashala. Abba soon. Shalom.